Good morning from the car park at Alton Towers. I was going to do a video showing you the crowd levels on a bank holiday and give you some tips for how to deal with those. However, let me show you the weather. Yes, this is Easter Monday, the 2nd of April, and that is snow on the ground. This weather absolutely sucks. I'm sick of this winter, it just needs to go away. I'm not even entirely sure what's going to be happening with the park today. I know when we had the snow the other week, they couldn't run any of the rides due to the weather conditions. At the moment, it's still below what Alton Towers said the safe operating temperature was for their roller coasters. ERT window starts in about 50 minutes. What would normally be the ERT window, but at the moment, looking at the weather conditions, I don't think either of the ERT rides that would normally be open, which are Wicker Man and Spinball Whizzer, I don't think either of them can operate in these temperatures. And well, the fact that there's still about an inch of snow everywhere, it is absolutely chucking it down with rain as well. The one positive with that is that hopefully that rain will wash away the snow quite quickly, but we'll see. Anyway, I need to make a move towards the entrance, I think. There's no way the monorail will be running in this weather. It's too cold. I know they have problems with the rails icing up when it's cold, let alone when it snows on it, so we're in for a walk to the entrance. You can just see the top of the lift hill and the first drop of Nemesis through the trees there, and there is quite a bit of snow on the track at the moment, so Nemesis would not be able to operate right now. Fingers crossed that will change fairly soon, so we can at least have some rides today. Here in the entrance plaza now, you can see that the corkscrews from the corkscrew have got some snow on them, which is melting reasonably quickly. And the staff here in the entrance plaza are doing a pretty good job of clearing everything up. Fingers crossed by the time the park opens in another half an hour or so for ERT, we may have some progress. Looks like 2 other people have just arrived. I was the first guest to be here in the entrance plaza today. Incidentally, if you're wondering where Stevie is today, she fancied a day off. She was working really hard over the Easter weekend, and she did set an alarm to come this morning, but it went off, and she just kind of said, no, I'm not going, and got back in bed. And with the weather so far, it may have been a wise decision for her, I think. So very quickly, because it's raining, there is quite a significant amount of snow on Wicker Man right now, and that's going to take a while as I thought. Not having much luck so far, because the majority of the rides are closed due to the weather conditions. Have just been round Jewel twice though, bumped into the guys from Pleasure Beach Experience. Hello. Check out their channel if you haven't already. It's a really good channel, really great videos on there, and particularly their icon updates are always the most informative that you'll see. We're just walking down towards Forbidden Valley now, seeing what's going on down there. We're not expecting any coasters to be open anytime soon, but in search of another hot drink. Been on Jewel 3 times in total now. Nothing else is open at the moment. We think Hex is open, and potentially Oblivion, according to the app, but quite dubious of that.
He has fur on top of his.
Yes. It's alive.
Is that to keep it warm?
Yeah, in this weather. It needs a hat.
Ah, I see.
Greeting.
Could your Wicker Man? Could it melt the snow?
Well, we are trying, sir. We are praying hard. We are praying hard. You need to pray hard, sir.
We will. We'll pray hard. We'll keep praying.
We will attain movement later.
The flame must come from within.
Yes, we must hope.
Without our chosen, there can be no flame. We must hope to pray.
There are a lack of chosen today.
It is it.
So our Saviour is displeased.
I like how you share is not your shelter.
Art thou going somewhere particular, sir?
I'm going to have a walk to Hex. Hex is open, so I'm going to have a walk there.
Well, I hope you find what you please, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. The guys from PBE have headed off for the day. They've had enough of there being no rides open. Hex is open, so I'm going to have a little walk over towards Hex. A little chat with the Bjorn in there, who are telling us that hopefully the Wicker Man will send some fire and melt some of this snow, but it's not looking at all likely, to be honest. Just as I walk over towards Hex, quick update on the ride situation in the park. Oblivion was the only roller coaster open in the park until very recently, and it's currently got over an hour's worth of queue. I believe Galactica has just opened as well, but unfortunately that's all the way down in Forbidden Valley, and I'm not bothered enough about Galactica to walk all the way back down there again. The gardens are looking nice here in the snow. You can see it is starting to melt a little bit around here, around those trees. Fingers crossed we'll get a few more rides opening throughout the afternoon. Here we go, a bit of Hex, which is far busier than it would normally be due to the fact that hardly anything else is open at the moment.
The wealthy and powerful 15th Earl, Charles Talbot, who has perhaps the strangest tale to tell. Indeed, it was our investigations of his story that led us to a remarkable chain of discoveries, changing a routine restoration project into something much more strange and compelling, the unearthing and unraveling of a quite remarkable local legend. It was on a cold autumn night in 1821, when the thunder of hooves signalled the return of the wealthy 15th Earl of Shrewsbury back to his home, Alton Towers. As the journey neared its end, a mysterious figure suddenly appeared in the road. The Earl impatiently demanded of the driver why the carriage had stopped. With arm outstretched, an old woman pleaded with the Earl for the charity of a coin. The Earl cruelly dismissed her and instructed his driver to head back to the Towers. Scorned, the old woman screamed a curse for every branch of the old oak tree that fell. A member of the Earl's family would die. Later that very same night, a ferocious storm raged, and with one mighty bolt of lightning severed a single branch from the old oak tree. To the old woman's prophecy, a member of the Earl's family suddenly and mysteriously died. Shaken by this tragedy, the arrogant Earl ordered his servants that every remaining branch of the oak tree be chained up in an attempt to prevent further misfortune. The story didn't end there. Legend has it that the Earl became so obsessed with the fallen branch that he dragged it from the woods to the Towers and sealed it in a secret vault. There he became locked into a furious battle of science versus the supernatural, conducting bizarre experiments in a desperate attempt to finally banish the evil power of the curse forever. For nearly 200 years, the entrance or even existence of the Earl's Vault has remained a complete mystery until recent restorations revealed a mysterious passageway hidden behind an ancient bookcase. It was this passageway which unearthed a secret stranger than anyone could have imagined. The sealed vault, and within the legendary fallen branch itself.
Was alright, but I wouldn't recommend it after a pizza pasta buffet lunch. A little bit queasy, but I'm alright. We had fun on there anyway. Or I had fun on there. You guys came along too, apart from on the ride itself, because you're not allowed in that bit with the camera. Allegedly, according to the Alton Towers app, the Smiler has opened and has a 0-minute wait at the moment. I'm just walking over to it and I can see trains going round, although no people on them right now. But I'm going to go and give it a go. I haven't ridden Smiler yet this year, so it'd be good to get my first ride on it. I don't think it's going to be a 0-minute wait for very long, just by the amount of people that are running towards the gates now that it's opened. We might have a drainage issue in this queue line. waiting about 40 minutes for the Smiler in the end, when it said 10 minutes when I went in the queue, although it had just opened and they were letting people into the queue for the first time today, and it did break down while we were in the queue as well. So yeah, 40 minutes. I wasn't planning on spending 40 minutes waiting for anything today, to be honest, but it's the first ride on the Smiler this year. It was pretty fun. It's not my favourite roller coaster in the world. It's a lot rougher than a 5-year-old roller coaster should be, in my opinion. It flies past behind me. But one positive of the Smiler now being open is that Oblivion is now a walk-on. It's one of the top trumps cards in the queue line for Oblivion here, and as I've pointed out a few times, Oblivion is 20 years old this year, and it's still, after Nemesis and Wicker Man, it's probably my third favourite ride in the park. Just the build up to that drop is just immense. Gets me every time. Oblivion was great fun as always. Had a nice little time in the X sector there riding the Smiler and Oblivion, and I've not been able to get much ride footage today because the weather has been atrocious, with the snow on the ground this morning and then it's been raining on and off most of the day, pretty heavy, and this camera cannot get wet. Nemesis is open, and according to the app it currently has a 5-minute wait. The Skyride is also open for the first time that I've been here this season, so we're going to have a little ride on the Skyride because you get a good view down onto the Wicker Man site, a bit of a bird's eye view. So although Wicker Man isn't open, we can have a bit of a view of the ride. It's a good start. Just got at the Skyride station and it's stopped. I've got a whole Skyride capsule to myself though. Apparently not many people want to go on the Skyride today. I'm not stuck here too long. There we go, we're moving again now. Wasn't a very long stoppage, thankfully. That bit's poopy. How's Wicker Man looking? We can't even see Wicker Man out of the window because of how steamed up this capsule is. There we go, you've got a pretty decent view of Wicker Man there. Just about to see that through the fog on the screen. And you can see that there's still quite a lot of snow on the track there. It's getting on for 2:30 in the afternoon now, so it is almost certain that that won't open today. The view over to the gardens here from the Skyride. It's very peaceful floating along here. Just walking down the Nemesis queue line. It did say 30 minutes on the way in, but I can't see any queue outside the station building, so I don't think 30 minutes is very accurate, to be honest. Nemesis was as good as ever, and heading towards the exit of the park again now, but Jewel is still a walk-on, so I think I might have my 4th go of the day on Jewel. Why not? Fourth go on Jewel today was a whole lot of fun, and that was my highest score of the day. I think I got 36,000 points that go. That was not bad at all. Have a look at this. The River Rapids is open if anyone's crazy enough to go on it. As you can see, not very popular today for obvious reasons. Well, that's going to do it from Alton Towers today. Had a nice little solo trip there. Once the rides got up and running, we have had quite a lot open today. Reasonable queues around the park. It is Bank Holiday Monday, although it's not as busy as you would have expected it to be if it wasn't for this weather. The park, to be fair to them, eventually they managed to get every major roller coaster apart from 13, Wicker Man and Runaway Mine Train, if you include that. They managed to get all of those up and running throughout the day. So to be fair, pretty reasonable operations considering the majority of the park was covered in snow this morning. So thank you once again for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to follow our adventures. Got lots more exciting stuff to come throughout the year. We'll see you guys soon.
Bye.